Imagine this. So you are learning DevOps for last 6 months. You are, learning Kubernetes, Docker, AWS, Terraform, Azure, Linux, and you are pretty confident because you have watched a lot of tutorials, you have practiced a lot of problems, you have solved a lot of MCQs, you have a lot of certifications, right? And you are pretty confident you will crack that particular interview. Now you are sitting in an interview, and suddenly the interviews ask you, okay, we have installed a net gateway recently in our on-prem to VPC setup, and suddenly all our services are timing out. How you would navigate the issue? Or maybe imagine this: you are just onboarded to a new client, and you face the same problem there. A on-prem to VPC setup is not working, or a pod is crashed loop backing off again and again. Now how would you navigate this issue? Last time when I was creating videos on this channel, I was creating videos around lead code for DevOps. We were solving set servers, and things were going pretty good. But while solving those problems, I realized this problem, that in the DevOps ecosystem there is no such centralized tool that people can refer to learn DevOps, to do DevOps instead of learning that. So what I mean by this is, so assume I want to start learning Kubernetes. So how can I start learning Kubernetes? I can probably, do a YouTube search of how to learn start doing Kubernetes. Then I will watch some of the videos. Then maybe I will, take some of the codes from some of the platform. I can follow that codes. After that, maybe I can do some kind of certifications. I can, solve some kind of problems. On top of that, I can create some projects following some of the tutorials. But things are scattered on a lot of places. I need to, follow YouTube. I need to navigate to some different platform for following some courses. I need to navigate to different platform for practicing some questions. Let us assume we are using set servers only. So I am solving questions on set servers. Then I am also finding what are the other interview sites where I can learn Kubernetes. So this is a pretty mess for me. And if I am new to DevOps, if I am a new graduate, if I am a new engineer that is recently starting his career, this becomes a mess for me. So I thought, can we have a tool that gives me all these things? I can practice interview questions, I can practice on live servers, I can follow a path. And in this video, I'm going to talk about this particular tool only. So for the last 6 months, I have spent a lot of time researching how people are learning DevOps, what people need, what people actually need, what are my problems, and how I can solve those problems. So let us stop this talking and start seeing what this particular application is. So this is how the dashboard looks like: train like a warrior and debug like a master. So the idea is you should study like a warrior and debug like a master. So the whole philosophy revolves around Japanese martial art. That is, the people train in dojos, the people follow some guidance under some kind of sensei, and then they fight in the arena. So we will see these words like these in this particular environment. So let's skip all these things and log in into the system. Okay, so our core philosophy here is in the dojos, fight in the arena, but true mastery that requires the path. So if you are a new person who is just starting to learn DevOps, you can head over to mastery. That is, if you are new to DevOps, start from here. Here you will get different paths to follow. So in this demo, we are going to skip what paths is, what dojos is. So basically, path is if you are new to DevOps and you want to learn how DevOps step by step following a roadmap, you can navigate it here. There are different paths available. So if say you want to learn Docker, you can just go to Docker section and you can follow these concepts. So under concept, you will get some theoretical content. Once you have read about that theoretical content, you can go to live labs. So live labs is basically isolated labs that are running that will give you a terminal based interface, solve some problems that are present there. After that, you will again get a concept, and now on the final gate we have a arena. So with arena, what I want to make people experience is the production outage. So there will be one problem that will be thrown to you in a limited time period, and there will be some logs and some artifacts that you need to analyze to solve that particular problem. So it's just like SAT server, but it's more evolved version of SAT server, because in site server we are only getting some terminal based interface, and I personally feel it's very cool, but kind of boring to me, because I am only solving using some I'm solving using some terminal based interface, but problems can be architectural flaw. Problems can be in my YAML files or different other situations. So set servers is not set server is not giving me that kind of experience. So that's why I thought, can we have this kind of experience? So there is what Arena bond from. So let's log into the Arena and see what's there. So once you log in into the Arena, there are a lot of problems here, and these all problems are derived from actual problems that companies have faced in the past. So here you can see some name where these incidents were occurred, and we have created a problem based on that. So let us first open this Docker container once start issue. So here there is this problem statement where the problem is, you are a Shopify developer and your application keeps on crashing. The team dockerized the Shopify app for local development. The database container starts fine, but the web app container exists immediately after with a port issue. So there are two containers in out of which one is working fine, but second container is not working fine. So the error message says port 3457 is not available for serving GraphQL. Right. No. So investigate the Docker configuration and fix the Docker Compose YAML file so the container starts successfully. After completing this particular problem, you will get this particular points, and like there are some constant to pass this scenario, and these are the artifacts that are available to solve this scenario. So I can click on start scenario, and the scenario will be started for me. Now there is this artifact chain we have, and here on the right side we have this YAML file. So I can click on the first artifact window, and it will open some txt file for me. So now here I can see the output for the docker ps-a command and the logs for the Shopify app dev container, right? So it's saying that the port 3457 is not available. After inspecting the docker like container, I am seeing, okay, these ports are mapped to these particular ports, right? Now for analyzing more logs, if you are able to resolve the issue from this log only, you can go to the problem and you can just type in the solution, and you can maybe submit the solution. But if you want to analyze more logs, you need to unlock these artifacts. So these artifacts are changed. If you want to unlock second artifact, you need to first analyze first artifact. So this forces us, okay, we cannot jump to next artifact that easily. We cannot skip this particular output that is presented to us. We need to first analyze this, and you cannot spend forever to analyze these artifacts to unlock these artifact and to solve this problem, because this whole problem is time bounded, right? In 15 minutes you need to solve this problem, or you lose your points, right? So what I want people here to experience is a production pressure, right? Because we don't have time, right? Our artifacts are chained. We need to analyze this as soon as possible. So now when I click on this particular artifact, it asks me what is the exit code of Shopify app container, right? I don't know what is the exit code for this. So I need to analyze this particular txt file, and it says, okay, the exit code of this particular is 1. So this is one of the entry level problem. That's why it's very easy. So I can submit this particular gate, and the artifact should be unlocked. Right now this artifact is unlocked. I can navigate to this particular artifact, and there is this second hint for me, that is docker compose up command. And when we are doing docker compose up, we are saying port 3457 is not available. Now for seeing the third artifact, we need to again analyze this and unlock this. So this is one of the problem that we have here, that is solving that is fixing the YAML file. Now there are more problems So I will not go into the solution part right now. I will show you how and what types of problem we have in this, right? So there is this problem where this prod node app is down. So I can start on, I can click on start, I can click on start scenario. So here there are some, artifact chained, and I need to uh, like found this problem. I have already solved this problem, so the solution is already here, but I need to analyze all these logs, and I need to like build this particular command here. So if we go and check the problem is you just joined the team 1 month back, and at 2 a.m. on some random Friday, the main customer facing Node.js service app2 suddenly went down. PM2 shows the process is dead, right? And you have 10 minutes to solve this issue. Find the exact command to bring it up, right? So the problem only shares us this, like the PM2 application is down and we have only 10 minutes to solve this problem. It doesn't, share what the command is and how we can solve this particular command. And the first log file doesn't mention anything, right? It's just an HTML file, right? I cannot find the actual command to start this. So for this starting this, I need to unlock all these artifacts from PM to status log, which process name is stopped. So I need to like deduce which PM2 log is stopped here. So this is again forcing us to analyze all these logs before solving or before jumping to exact solution. Now the third type of problem that I want to share is uh, these are only quick fixes. Then this is topology builder. So this is one of the cool solution that I thought we should have. So here the problem is this one, right? It's a networking bridge problem where we have on-prem setup, and we have this VPC setup that is running on the AWS, but now we the connectivity is not working, right? And there are some components that we need to uh, fix in an architectural format to make the connectivity work, to make the connection work. So this is one of the mm, problem format that we have. Now we can drag down this VPC, we can drag down this on-prem setup. Where is this on-prem setup? On-prem router. Okay, now I need to place all these components here, and I need to connect, I need to create these I need to connect all these nodes, and I need to create the architecture flow here to make the connection work, right? So this is one of the senior level problem that we face while we are working with networking. So these problems are very rare problems, but if you are working with networking, you may found these problems, like my VPC and my on-prem setup is not working, and there is no tool or nothing is available right now on the internet where you can play around with these. So with this particular solution that I am creating, you can also practice these kind of problems. Now let's view other types of problems. So this one is cost analysis. So you are working on some GitHub action setup, and the cost suddenly spiked with a lot of lot of money of client that is flowing in the drains. So you need to first of all analyze all these bills that are here, and then you need to write the root cause, right? So this introduce us how to solve the problem and how to root cause, how to write, how to also present stuff to senior teams and senior members of the company. Now we have seen YAML builder, and we can also see quick fix structured. So now there is this is kind of multiple choice where we have different choices along with the problem statement, and we need to a reason why we have selected this artifact, right? And in this particular case, all the uh, artifacts are unlocked. So there can be some cases where these artifacts are unlocked, and there can be some cases where these artifacts are locked, but for now I am planning to lock all these artifacts. This is one of the tools that I was playing around with from last some time. And so this gives you the capability to you can follow one path. You have content to follow, right? You can just log in into here and you can follow this path. Now you can practice what you have learned here, right? So we have these dojos here that are that connects you to with live servers that are running somewhere. So you can practice how Linux command works. You can practice how git logs work. You can practice how git commit works. And this is time bound to 30 minutes, so it's a lot of time to practice. And once you have practiced what you have learned in the past, you can validate your learning in the arena, right? This is how this platform is giving you a flexibility to learn stuff, to practice them, and to validate what you are practicing. So this is very early version that I am showing in the video. In the future videos, what I am going to do is I will pick one problem from each section. I will solve that problem live, and just how I was solving the set server scenarios. Go through the problem, we will analyze it, we will solve it, then at the last we will discuss what commands I have used, right? So in this way we will learn if some of the new commands we uh, have came across in this whole procedure, to know what those command means, right? And if you are interested in trying this platform, let me know in the comment section. We are testing this platform with some of the beta users, so you are most welcome if you want to try with the platform. And if you want to contribute in the creation of the problem statement, we are also planning to open a community tab where people can come and people can create some kind of problems, then where we can let other folks to practice those problems. So this is for this video, and from now on I will be creating regular videos. First of all, on the set servers, the series that is stuck for a long time, I am going to continue our series, and I am going to solve all those problems again. And then I will start a new series where we are going to see problems from this particular platform, and we are going to solve the problems from here. So this is for this video. If you are watching till this end, I guess this video is pretty long. So if you are watching till now, thank you for watching. And if you want to follow along a journey, you can subscribe to the channel. So I will meet you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.